Hey, what's up? Welcome to DGenEd. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts and going over data. And so I just wanted to do a quick follow up on Celsius. I just think that there's a lot of really interesting data here. Wanted to go over what looks to me like it's really bullish. However, there are a couple things that suggest or that good to be cautious of, so I'm going to get into all of that, and hopefully this is a shorter video. If you do like this style of video, let me know. I'll try to do more like it. But yeah, so Celsius closed at a price of $32.62, being up nearly 28% on the day. And so we can see this massive gap up between the close on the 20th and the trading on the 21st up here. And so the one thing that stands out to me as possibly being a little bit bearish, I guess two things. One of those things just that, we gapped up really, really high. And so we could be seeing a pullback, a retrace to maybe test this trend line over here. Also, if we do zoom in, well, that does look like a hammer candle. Since it is following this big move to the upside, that could also be viewed as a hanging man candle, which does suggest that there could be a reversal. So maybe there's some corporate action or something over the weekend or on Monday, and this pulls back a lot. So good to be cautious about that. But what I wanted to talk about is just diving into some data from Unusual Whales from the options table that makes me think that this is going to go a lot higher. Maybe we see, a little bit of consolidation next week, but I think ultimately, I feel like this is probably going to go higher. And so one of the reasons for that is that we closed above $24 a share. I'll get into why I think that's important. And also we closed above $30 a share. Also get into why that's important. We also closed above this prior high, which we hit on December 13th, marked there at 32.38. So just above that. So I do think that looks good. And also, if you want to get into why I thought this looked bullish down here, I've been talking about the stock for a while, but I did just recently put out a video why I thought it did look like we were seeing some bullish moves over here. And so if you want to check that video out, I did post it here on X, and so that's just that Celsius and Wolfspeed. I do some volume chart analysis, kind of do a comparison between the two. And initially, I thought I was kind of wrong about Wolf. But as it's turned out with the trading today, it looks like, I was spot on with both of them. So, I'd recommend checking out that video. It should have the same thumbnail on the YouTube channel. So you can check that out. And also, I did put out a clip this morning from the pre-market prep going over Unity software and Celsius, why I think that we could be seeing a gamma squeeze in the coming weeks. It's kind of a long video, so that's why I wanted to get into this shorter data overview. And so really that's just based on this post. I posted it a few hours ago. And so in this post, let's see if I can, this is as big as I can get it. I'll expand the images in a second. But yeah, I just wanted to read this, that Celsius has seen an increase of, at the time, 15 million net call premium so far today, which is the highest it's been in 30 trading days. And actually, I wish it would say that on the side as I click on the images. And so I guess maybe I'll just do it one by one. So at the time I posted this, net call premium was up by 15 million. I'll come back to this. We have all of the day's data. And so far, that was the highest that it's been in 30 trading days. So we can see that over here. This is looking at the past 30 trading days of Celsius. And by the way, all of this data is from Unusual Whales. And we can see that with that net call premium at 15 million in the green there, we haven't seen that the past 30 trading days. So that does look pretty good. And then also prices notably higher than Max Pain's for the foreseeable future. And so that is going to be from here. We can see that the Max Pain for today was $24 a share. That's why I think it's an important level. And then if we do look at the Max Pains for the following Fridays from now, if the stock price, let's say it stays at 32, we are above Max Pain until September. So I do think that there is going to be a lot of pressure pulling this down to 25 next week. But we also could just be going a lot higher because we closed well above 24 and we actually closed above $30 a share. And that is based on it could be continuing higher if some of the in-the-money calls are going to be exercised. So if I look at the table over here, I'll update this in just a second, but here looking at open interest, this is a table of calls for February 21st, so expiring today. And we see nearly 30,000 contracts at the $30 strike. So that stands out to me as being a lot of contracts. It's the most that are open for the day, but that was actually open at the start of the day. We did see a volume traded of about 13,000 contracts, so a little bit less than half of those contracts, I imagine, being sold, taking profits, but then there's still 13,000 contracts that'll be closing in the money. Some of them may be getting exercised, and that would be putting some upwards pressure on the stock, resulting in a gamma squeeze. And let's see, going on to this follow-up post that I did, 8 minutes ago. Let's see, Celsius closed well above 24 with a lot of open interest at 30, as I just talked about, and over 17 million going long. So to me, the data suggests that it'll squeeze higher, but we'll have to see next week. And so looking at this chart, this is the updated chart. You can see the volume here in green down below. A lot of buying, or net buying, I should say, of net call premium going up by over 17 million. Net put premium came down by less than 500,000, but down. So that's basically the flat red line here. So net call premium going up a lot. That seems really bullish to me, although maybe they're buying the top, who knows. But then if we do look at that updated options table, we can see that the open interest still 29,395 with that $30 strike. And at the end of the day, the volume was just under 15,000 contracts traded. Again, I imagine being sold. And so that means that we close the day with about 15,000 contracts in the money with this $30 strike contract. And so I imagine that some of those will be exercised, and that will be driving the stock price even higher. But with, like I said, that max pain for next week, if I do pull that back up, oops, not this one. Let's see over here. Max pain for next week, the 28th, as well as March 7th, both weeks, $25 for that strike. So do look for some downside pressure, but having closed so much higher than 24 this week, I suspect we'll be going up a lot more, or maybe notably more. But then this max pain, these change every day. That this max pain will get pushed higher, and then we'll actually end up closing next week around max pain, so we can start to head down. Market makers don't want the stock price this high. And so, yeah, what I think would be really nice to see is, if we do, let's see, it would be great to go up to 50. I doubt that. Maybe we get up to 40, where this moving average, the 200-day moving average is. Maybe we go up to there, then get rejected and pulled back down to the trend line that's right there that I was talking about at the beginning of the video. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to put this out there in case it's helpful for you guys. I have no idea if this is going to continue higher. I have to say I am holding some calls. I'm holding a very small share position. I did trim some calls today, so I'm basically no risk of losing money. But I am still holding some to see if this does go higher like this before pulling back. If it pulls back, no big deal. I am still green with my calls. So like I said, no risk in losing money, although I might lose some money I could be making had I sold. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what this does next week, and I wanted to share. But as always, those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a great weekend, guys. Take care.